I first came in contact with NLP about 2 years ago when I went to an introductory seminar. I was intrigued by what was said, but the training never happened because there wasn't enough interest. Many of the things that were said about reprogramming the brain intrigued me, and as a teacher, it was even more important because I have come to the conclusion that our students are bombarded with negative influence all of the time, and that anything we can do to help them be successful is a blessing. I believe NLP can be a very important tool for us as teachers.
One day, someone made me realize that all of the things I used to say were becoming true. My vocabulary was really negative. I was the prophet of my own life and the life of the people I loved. This person introduced me to NLP and helped me realize that I could change my life by changing my choice of words. I began to read about NLP. I've applied many of their techniques, and today I'm convinced about the power of words.
I was seduced by the letter my wife wrote me almost 7 years ago. It was her choice of words and her ability to tap into those sensitive, warm, fuzzy feelings deep in my subconscious mind that said to me, "This is the woman you have been waiting for all of your life." Several months later, we were married. Throughout our courtship, we were blessed by professional development that our job gave us, called NLP. In it, we learned to communicate and get what we want. Even though we didn't learn everything that was taught to us, we did apply many of the skills, and today we want to revisit this training and learn more about everything that we can do to better ourselves and to offer our son, our future, our communities, and our jobs a better opportunity. So welcome to our report on neurolinguistics. Neurolinguistic programming, known as NLP, is an approach to communication, personal development, and psychotherapy created by Richard Bandler and John Grinder in California, USA in the 1970s. The title asserts a connection between a neurological process, neuro, language, linguistic, and behavioral patterns learned through experience. Programming that proponents speculate can be changed to achieve specific goals in life. We are the product of our experiences. The human brain absorbs and stores all the information it has had contact with in the subconscious. This information is filtered through thought process. These thought processes that involve the neurons generate specific programming codes. This is what leads to beliefs that will guide us throughout life. Where does this information come from? Experience. All experiences are either positive or negative. The subconscious mind registers every single event. Consequently, any future experiences that in one way or another resemble a previous experience will generate a message that is either positive or negative, leading up to a response. Everything we feel is evident through physical responses. Communication becomes two-way only when we are able to identify a person's emotional state and disposition to any given situation. Look for the signs: singing, dancing, crying, shouting, hugging, etc. I think you get the picture. If you walk into a conversation and that person you needed to talk to has his or her arms crossed, don't waste your time trying to talk. Instead, find a way to change his or her emotional state by building some kind of rapport. Assume the same body language the other person has. Subconsciously, this person will find comfort and safety in your similar body language. Slowly transition into a more open position, and the person's attention will now be in the palm of your hand. Language, verbal or nonverbal, generates images. These are the images neurolinguistics focuses on. Focus on what you want, not what you don't want. If you tell the child, "Don't touch something," the image the child just generated in his or her mind is that of touching something. You pretty much just gave him the command to go ahead and touch. You would have been better off had you said, "Sit still." Tell your husband that you are not cheating on him, and all he's going to think is that you are. Instead, say that you have him in your heart all the time, that you are true to him. If you say, "Don't be jealous," you're telling him to be jealous. The more positive images we can generate in our mind, the more positive connections we will have in our subconscious. And this will then give us more positive emotional and physical responses, which will later generate positive experiences and generate positive memories, and in turn, in the process, be reprogramming the brain. This is neurolinguistic programming. So how can we use this with our kids at school? Here are some examples.